Hi, this is Jan here. This time is the fifth time of the peak experiences that I had on my journey. And there's a lot more, but these were just the five most important for me to realize and really to change my perception to. The last one is actually about divinely timed. And it simply is about realizing how little we actually are in control of when it comes to the point of what we are here for. I mean, we do a lot of things as human beings, but not everything is related to our path and our destiny. There's a lot of shortcuts, there is a lot of walking around, there is a lot of unstraight lines. So life is not a straight line. Life is life, and we have to learn a lot of things in life. The most important thing to learn is that we are mostly for others and not necessarily for ourselves. God put us here on this earth to fulfill the contract that was made between Him and us about which fulfillment we are supposed to do when we are here. And some of us is basically from the beginning highly spiritual and understanding and have a high intuition and really can follow the signs. Others, like me, took me 50 years until I started waking up to that there's something here that I need to do. And I mean, that's also part of the divinely timing. No need to wake me up when I was 7 years old, when the things that I'm supposed to do is not needed or not the things I'm supposed to do until I am 65 or 66 or 70. So the point here is that we have to be aware ourselves that when we plan something, there might be good reasons that it doesn't work according to the plan. There might be good reasons that we are stopped from a specific situation because we are not supposed to do that right now. And I can tell you what, and that is that science is coming in so many different forms. What I will share with you next time is the book that I wrote in 2013, which is called Live in Love. And in that book, there is a lot of these things that we have covered in these first sessions, but in more detail on, okay, how to approach it, what does it mean, how can I relate to it, how can I know that it matters for me, and so on. And in that book, I'm trying to give you some tools and so on, and I will try to explain to you later how to use it and so on. But the key about the divine timing is simply a question of that we are here for a reason. We are here to grow our soul. We are here to make sure that on the way in this life, in the physical body, that we are learning as much as possible that can be useful for our next reincarnation or our next purpose that we have to fulfill. Planning is great because at least it sometimes feels like we are on the right track, but don't overdo it. I mean, I of someone know that because I was training people in being highly effective. And highly effective also often is related to being highly productive. And sometimes we feel that we need to be productive to be effective. But that's not true either. Sometimes it actually fits with waiting 6 months, even waiting 2 weeks with something until the timing is right. The key is that it's difficult to recognize until we learn recognizing it. And that's why the signs that we get is so important to start to listen to, important to start to relate to, important to start to reflect on and meditate on, to figure out what is this actually about? Why did I have 2 motorbike accidents in a 2-week period in Bali after I was told, get away from this area, you're supposed to move now? Why did I get a double rainbow in the skies in Denmark on a completely sunny day after asking for confirmation if what I had planned now to go to Indonesia again was the right track I was on? I mean, I don't have answers to how everything works in that sense, but we have, as human beings, a high intelligence. We can start realizing the signs. And the signs comes from inside us, it comes outside us, and sometimes we can ask for the signs to be confirmed about something. Either we are sensing or we are actually, sensing is the right word, but we are actually feel drawn to a specific situation. This, of course, is based on my own experiences. And when people ask me sometimes about how do you know, the only answer I can give is I don't know, but I know. And that's a very strange answer, because we always want to have it very straight and very understandable. But when we are talking about spirituality, we're talking about the mystics, we are talking about the way the universe is functioning in us and with us, it's not rational always. Anyway, so basically the key about things are divinely timed is a question of getting into a stage in yourself where you accept and realize, and also sometimes get frustrated about, why do I have to wait for this? My patience is not for this. No. So what do you have to fix? You have to fix your patience. Because it doesn't, it doesn't change anything that you are trying to be emotional or anything like that related to something that you know or you feel is supposed to happen. There is a reason that we use astrology, for example. There is a reason we use readings. More and more people is actually getting readings, spiritual readings, because they can see that there is at least a little light in the tunnel of where we're heading, right? And I understand that. It's like that helps us on the road, which is not straight. It doesn't really help a lot just to go straight out if the purpose is that you're supposed to go left or right. Yes, you can do that for a D route, that's fine. If there's something there that you need to learn, that's fine too. And there's a lot of those examples. We make a lot of mistakes. It's not a straight line. And the key is to learn to live with that. The key is to learn to understand that everything is divinely timed. So I always use that now. Using it in the way that if I feel this is not now, or I get a message or a clear understanding or a sensing, this is not now. And sometimes it's glowing in my right side of my body, sometimes it's glowing in the left side of my body, sometimes it's the right part of my brain that lightening up, and sometimes it's the left part. Those signs we get used to realize and understand. And that's actually the tools that our soul and God and our higher self is using to make us realize what is the best way to maneuver and to navigate this. I hope this gives a little understanding, and in the description I have detailed that a little more, because it's also related to the feelings we have. If we are bored, why are we bored? Why are we bored? Because we're supposed to slow down. The feeling bored is an emotional feeling and has nothing to do with the destiny. So there is a lot of things that it's worthwhile just reading about in the beginning and then starting to understand what is actually going on. And always asking yourself, why am I doing what I'm doing? Is this the right path to God, to my destiny? What do I have to change? That was the fifth of the peaks of my life experiences that I wanted to share with you now. I hope that you have liked these introductions, I would call it, to what is the spiritual journey actually about. And how to get moving on that is what we will try to cover in the next small series based on the Live in Love ebook. I hope you like this. I enjoy it very much. It's the first time I share in this way, and it's actually very enjoyable to get to share with someone that might have an interest in this. And a point I needed to make also is that there's always a reason for things to happen. Even the worst things, even the good things. It's always a question of how to navigate us into the right path. And that's whether we like it or not. I thank you very much. I hope that you will like, share and subscribe. And I will soon be back with the next series related to Live in Love ebook. Thank you very much. And I love that you are interested in my channel. Thank you.